Welcome to another episode of Cold Game. I'm your host, Isaiah Dotson. I'm here with my co-host, Malcolm Bennell. Cuddy, what it do?
What it do, cuz?
I'm feeling good. How you feeling, cuz?
Still feeling great. Doing all right. How about yourself?
Can't complain one bit. Thankful for the good and the bad.
Absolutely.
So we're going to get straight into it. Cuz, man, the NBA is getting spicy right now. Teams are vying for the push for that playoff. Playoff positions are at stake. What's your biggest takeaways from tonight's NBA slate, and what's your biggest storyline overall? What do you have your eye on right now? Talk to me, cuz.
Well, as far as tonight, it's a couple good games on tonight. You had the Hawks versus Memphis. That rookie went off tonight. I think he gave him 27. Check the stats. Yep. Zachary Riasher.
Number one pick.
One pick. Yeah, went off tonight. Getting Memphis, man. Memphis is falling in them Western Conference standings, man. I thought Memphis was coming out strong, but they haven't had since that All-Star break. Memphis has been they've been taking some L's. So keep your eye on Memphis. Shea Gillis killed him. Gave him a 50 ball, gave the Rockets a 50 ball, and I love to see that because, I don't know if I love to see it because I think they got them Pacers next. The Hawks do the Raptors do tomorrow. So, hopefully they probably got some. They'll probably be playing with some piss and vinegar tomorrow because don't nobody like getting a 50 piece put on them. And then see that Sacramento knocked out Dallas, so that ain't a good thing for Dallas. But my storyline going into these playoffs, man, will probably be them Lakers, Luka and LeBron. I mean, that's still kind of like a NBA 2K fantasy move, Whoever thought they would see that, Luka and LeBron. So, I mean, they've been playing lights out. The Lakers are on fire. The Lakers are on fire.
Yeah, they going in right now. The Lakers, they done moved up to the number 2 seed out in the West. And cuz I'm looking at the standings, I see Dallas at number 10. They creeping up like they want a piece of the Lakers in the playoffs. Like they want a piece of Luka. If you see that matchup, tell me how epic that matchup would be and tell me, just talk to me about that, cuz.
That'll be an epic matchup. But that honestly, man, that scares me for the Lakers and LeBron. I mean, because you got to think when them Dallas is, if they coming in the playoffs, if they can catch that spot, that sweet spot to play the Lakers, and they healthy, man, with, Kyrie, AD, Clay, it's a PJ. There's some names on that roster, man. The Dallas, they might be at number 10, but Dallas, they be like, oh, yeah, I'm right where I want to be because Dallas can beat anybody. Who can't Dallas beat at full health? I would love to see that. I would love to see a Lakers Dallas, first round series. That'll warm my heart.
And that needs to be more understood and less understated. That when Dallas gets back AD, there's nobody. I'm talking nobody on the Lakers roster who can check Anthony LaMelo Davis. Is that his middle name, cuz?
It sounded good. Yeah, out there, Anthony LaMelo Davis. I mean, when you playing like that, yeah. Who do you put? I mean, as the Lakers, who do you put on AD?
There's nobody you can put on AD. He's unguardable. He is going to go crazy. And you just got to deal with it. Because he's going to come out and give you 40 and 20. Be prepared for it because it's coming. He's really like that.
You know who else is really like that? Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is like that. And it's like, damn, like that's really that 90s basketball. You got the best guard and the best big. How do you stop it? You know what I'm saying? And you got one of the best shooters of all time, just, out there, just, Clay pull it so quick. He don't need a dribble. He need one dribble max, and he's pulling.
That's why they got Alex Lando sitting on that bench, as he ain't playing right now, but they got him just in case they run against one of them big boys in that West because they're out there and they're scary.
Yeah.
But the Lakers are nothing to sneeze at right now either. Like we said, they sit at number 2 in the West right now. You got LeBron playing off ball, Luka running the point. It's so ugly because I think as great as LeBron's vision is, Luka's vision is just as great.
Man, that's a lot. That's a tall statement, because man, I can't disagree.
Right. And they both, with the ball in their hands, they both walk in triple doubles. And so with Luka running with the ball in his hands and being able to control that offense, you got LeBron running on the side of him. LeBron is arguably the smartest, not even arguably. He is the smartest player in the NBA. He just seen too much. He's wise beyond his years. He's like, you seen the Black Panther?
Mm-hmm.
You remember when he went to go back to see his forefathers?
Yeah.
That's like Bron. That's the type of wisdom he got.
Right. Yeah.
They don't make him like him no more. So what he's gonna bring to any playoff series, it's invaluable. And the fact that Luka gets to have a player like him running next to him, they look mighty scary. Scary. So I'm looking for them to make a serious playoff push, and they seriously could be in contention. They're already in contention for to run that table and get the next title, even back up with the Celtics. So that's something to look at. And then I want to shout out, you mentioned it too, cuz man, shout out to that kid in Atlanta, Rashasha, because he's putting on to be a number 1 pick. That's how you put on. That's how you come out. So continue to shine, continue to build your game, and establish yourself as a young go-getter. The league is built on respect, not by name, and not by draft position. Nobody cares if you was drafted number 1 or number 32.
Right.
You got to put on. He put on the night for that A. So good stuff. And shout out Shai Gilgeous-Alexander too.
I was about to say, cuz what about them Thunder, man? You know they sitting at that 80 win percentage. Half y'all can't get an 80 win percentage in the rack.
Right.
On 2K.
ain't that the truth?
They're at 80 win percentage right now in the West, and the next closest team is the Lakers. They sitting at about a 63 win. So I don't know. I don't know if they got that enough experience out there. I don't know. But Shai playing like he ready. He ready to take on whoever. So
they be mad at Shai. They say he like James Harden back in the day. All he trying to do is draw contact, get to that free throw line.
That's all you got to do. But he'll learn. Because I know Harden been cooking up lately too. I mean, they've been up and down with the wins, losses, but Harden been, that ain't the same Harden that was in Brooklyn, and that's James Harden. And I think James Harden is he's evolving gracefully, So I didn't know how long he could go with his type of game, but he makes it work.
Another thing too, because it was one of the first times all year I seen Golden State play at 7 o'clock. It was the first game on TV tonight. They right on that East Coast, so. I clicked on, we caught them. I said, oh, Golden State on early.
Yeah.
Usually they 10:30. They late night. But they was on at 7 o'clock. They was in Charlotte. And immediately I thought, he and his pop stumping ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel every time I go back to the South Side.
Right.
That's where my pops grew up at. So I feel, it's just in the air. It's special when you around, where your pops was making his mark at. Steph came out there with that dub. He got out of there with a dub. Buddy Hield put on. I saw LaMelo going clip for clip with Steph at one point. He cast him out 2 straight. But then you look at the numbers, you see LaMelo go 8 for 21.
Yep.
And then you see Miles Bridges go, he was 10 for 21?
11 for 20.
11 for 20? So that's 41 shots combined. I say, hey, I guess that's how they going to live and die, by them two.
But, with these duos, I remember I said the same thing a couple nights ago about the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? When I seen Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown take 61 shots and take an L, and people got on my head, for, what I'm saying? I mean, they took 61 shots and lost. Somebody would say, well, that's what they're supposed to do. I'm like, yeah, but I mean, if that's not the winning recipe, smooth that ball around. Obviously, y'all taking 40, 50, 60 shots as a duo. I want to see how much. I'm gonna see the average on how many shots the Lakers, LeBron and Luka been taking. I know they ain't been taking those 60 shots between the two of them. Maybe
what?
I don't know.
If I'm the Celtics head coach, I'm going in that locker room. I'm looking at everybody in the eye. I'm saying, listen, man, Jaylen Brown, he's our leader. He's the Finals MVP. He's the one that got us that championship. Jason, you need to share that rock.
Share that rock.
As a matter of fact, give half your shots to Derek White because he be clipping. And then play your role because you're cool, but you need to understand your place on this team. You're not the superstar. That's Jaylen Brown. You just You just a face we can put on a poster because you got curly hair. That's all. But Jaylen Brown, that's our dog. So get in line because the playoffs is coming, and we're going to need him to do what he did last year and do what he did 2 years ago. And we need you not to do what you've been doing the past 3 years. Selling. Sorry. He shot 28% from 3 last year in the playoffs. That's not the winning method. He got clamped up by Jimmy Butler 2 years ago and kicked out the playoffs. He's gotten booted. That's not the winning method. And then you let Steph come in and win the ship in your home? Whew, that's not the method. And then you took Jaylen Brown's spot on the Olympic team. You're really in the way, for real. So they need to figure it out, man, because what's been going on, I don't know if it's going to work this year. I mean, because it took a Jaylen Brown miracle for them to beat the Pacers game 1. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
He heaved a prayer from the corner.
Yep, I remember that.
Good shot, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, good shot. Good shot.
Had nothing to do with Tatum.
No.
You know, so it took a miracle to beat the Pacers. So I'm just saying, get your mind right. And all the Celtics fans, stop being apologists. Stop making excuses for Jason Tatum. We don't care about what he does in the regular season. We don't care.
What are you doing in playoffs?
Right. That's all we care about. So if you ain't talking to me about playoff statistics and what he doing when that game is on the line in the playoffs, then please do not talk to me.
Yeah.
For real. Y'all get real defensive when we talk about Tatum. And the fact is, he's been selling in the playoffs. And then, I'm not even going to talk about his antics after they won, because that was embarrassing.
After they won the ship?
Well, that was embarrassing.
He didn't know who he wanted to be. I feel like Kobe.
Right.
I feel like KG. Be yourself.
Be yourself, man. It was a shame. I had secondhand embarrassment for him.
It was kind of crazy.
What did he say? Can't believe he did it.
Yeah, I didn't know what he was talking about. Hey, he went right to the locker room, put his leather jacket on.
That boy, he was personating all night. Well, he playing charades. We try and guess who you want to be every second.
Right, man.
Oh, that's KG right there. Oh, that's Kobe. That's Kanye. Oh, that's Steph. You just keep copying everybody. Come on, man. Be yourself, dog, man, and step your game up. And then maybe you won't be complaining about who's the face of the league. Then maybe you won't be complaining about why you ride that pine come Olympic time. I know your feelings was hurt. Hey, let me get off it. Let me get off of Jason Tatum head, man. I don't want to make anybody upset, man. Y'all got it, man. Y'all got it. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT in Boston. I got it. I get you.
Yeah,
I get you. All right, so moving on to bigger and better things.
But I wanted to correct. I see that the Cavs are at an 83 win percentage, just a little bit better than them Oklahoma City Thunder. Shout out to them Cavs. They doing their thing right now. They at 83 win. Thunder's at 82 win. So one game behind them. Shout out to the Pacers though, for real. Tomorrow night we got them Rockets, man. You know, y'all let Shea give you out a 50 ball. Don't let Tyrese come out and give you out a 50 ball. You know what I'm saying? You might not know who come out. It might give you out a 30 ball. It might be coming from Siakam. It might be coming from, you never know. We'll see.
You're going to see. Now, we was talking about 6'9" forwards who really like that. 6'9" forwards who's really like that from Duke. They got one right now. And that young man go by the name of Cooper Flagg. He's on a Wooden watch list, potentially number 1 overall in the NBA draft, potential player of the year in the ACC, potential player of the year in college basketball overall. I mean, what can't this man do? Because what do you see out of Cooper's games? What do you see out of Cooper Flagg's game? And is he the number 1 overall draft pick in next year's NBA draft or in this year's NBA draft?
Yeah, I think so, especially after his performance tonight. I was at the gym, just walking on the treadmill, watching the Wake Forest Duke game, and it was pretty close there at the beginning. Then I came home and looked at that box score, seeing they ended up beating them boys by 93, 93-60. Duke over Wake Forest. So Cooper Flagg, call out his stats, man. 28 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks. So he out there putting up the numbers. And I do want to clarify, I did, man. Yeah, you asked me for my pro comparison on him a couple episodes back, and I don't know why I was thinking kind of Draymond, maybe because of his ball handling and passing ability, but he might be more like a Zion, cuz he might be more like a Zion K Cunningham. I'd say Zion, man, because he got that. I mean, he's a different type Zion too. You know, he's a little more lean. You know, he can shoot that thing. I'm not saying Zion. I mean, he's a better shooter than Zion. So I think that might be my comparison for Cooper right now.
That's a great comparison. I can see it. It's a little leaner Zion.
Mm-hmm.
If I had a pro comparison for Cooper right now, that'd be tough because his game is so unique.
It's so unique.
So you got to think of who has the size, 6'9", who is athletic.
Athletic, yeah.
You know,
The
he
handle.
has the handle, and he can shoot.
Oh,
you know what this? You know what just came to mind when we just put all that together? It kind of sound like PG.
PG. I like how prime PG. I mean, yeah, but the thing is, PG was 6'6", 6'8", 6'7".
Paul George, like I say, he's like a solid 6'8".
I mean, is Cooper Flagg a legit 6'9"? But the thing is, though, Cooper Flagg is how old? I mean, is he 19?
Oh, he's young.
You know, he's young. You know what I'm saying?
I think Cooper Flagg's 18. He was 17 when the season began. He's supposed to be a high school senior right now. So he's 8. He just turned 18.
He just turned. If the Cooper Flagg just turned 18 and he's 6'9", then you might get an extra inch or two. You might see 6'10", 6'11" Cooper Flagg, and then that's really, I mean, what do you do then? You know, so I mean, his skill set. I mean, he has like an athleticism of like a Blake Griffin. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Well, hold on. The way he's putting it all together, should we dare compare him to BRON? Hey, it's like it's like if BRON played in college for a year. I mean, it's basically we've never seen it, but I can only imagine. But Cooper is putting on like that.
My thing with that is because you know the regard I hold LeBron in. And as I'm sitting here thinking about players, you know, to compare them to, and I can't think of one. And then you said that, cuz I'm like, man, I don't even like speaking people in the same name as him. But damn, man, cuz that might be his pro comparison.
That might be something to keep an eye on. That's all that is.
Something to keep an eye on.
You know, because his skill set is so unique, and we don't want to anoint him just yet.
Yeah, no.
Because there's so much to prove, you know, and even at that stage, BRON had a lot to prove, but he just came in, he killed so much.
LeBron was doing that in the NBA, you know what I'm saying? You know, don't get me wrong, college basketball ain't no hoe, you know what I'm saying? But at 18, LeBron was doing that at the highest level.
Well, hold on, for this 17-year-old young man who just turned 18, for him to come in and dominate the way he has and be the front runner for ACC Player of the Year and the front runner for National Player of the Year, have his team in the position they in right now, first place in the ACC, number 1 seed in the tournament, and is really championship or bust because really they've been looking like ain't nobody quit them. So, I mean, yo, he's living up to every expectation, and he might be the great white hope.
Hey, baby.
We ain't seen a white dude like him since Larry. I'm for real. And the thing is, nowadays, you know, in different circumstances, everybody has something to prove. But that's why I commend him so much more, because you know the game of basketball is more dominated by African Americans. It just is what it is. But for him to come in and stand on business, how he's been standing on business, and really, like, man, listen, I jumped just as high as you, even higher. I'm bigger than you. I will run by you, and I will poke on your motherfucking head. My name is Cooper Flagg, the main event. And shout out Cooper Flagg, man. He just earning my respect so much right now, man. You know, from somebody who was I don't want to say a non-believer, but prove it to me. He's been proving it. So
he's been proving it. That's for sure.
All right. One more thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, cuz.
No, I was just gonna say I just looked up his birthday, December 21st, 2006. So he turned 18 just in December. So he's just a fresh 18. He's just a fresh.
He's
fresh
a baby.
18. He's a baby.
Woo. Man, looking forward to seeing what he does come March Madness. I'm watching him hoop cuz I'm just like, man, who's gonna beat him? Who's gonna beat him? Because 6'9", coming at you full speed, 7-footers, the team they got. Look out, Duke. That's what I'm saying. Look out for
him. Who in college basketball can beat Cooper Flagg and the Duke Blue Devils? Drop it in the comments. I want to talk about it.
Woo. Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
All right. One last thing I wanted to touch on with you, cuz I feel like we haven't given this topic, this subject, any attention since we air Cold Game, and it deserves a lot more. I want to talk about the Indiana Fever and the sky high expectations they have this year. Is it championship or bust? Is it that time in Caitlin Clark year 2? Are we there yet? Talk to me about it, cuz.
The Fever are right there, and I mean, Caitlin Clark with her next year in the league. I mean, Indiana got a roster on them. Aaliyah Boston. You gotta put their name in the conversation. There's some girls out there too, though. Don't get me wrong. The Indiana Fever are right there.
If you haven't already, make sure that you like this video. Make sure you drop a comment. Let us know with your opinions, and then please make sure you subscribe. It'll help our channel grow. It'll mean a lot to us. Hit that notification bell. So anytime we drop a video, you'll get it first. We appreciate y'all. As always, Cold Game.
Cold Game.
Cold Game. First round draft pick.